Alrighty, traders. Alrighty. We are live. Welcome to today's market update time. We're going to be looking at the markets and seeing what's going on right now. More selling in silver and gold. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in today's session. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for leaving comments in the chat box below. Let me know what you think about the current market. Let me know what you think about what's going on right now. And I thank you for leaving comments, and I thank you for subscribing, and I thank you for hitting that like button as well too. So before I do get started today, guys, let me bring on the typical disclaimer, but we're going to be looking at the markets and seeing what's happening right now. Momentum is definitely starting to shift a little bit, and I'll be talking about that in today's session. So let's get straight into it, guys. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this session today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making profit in the markets. So just be smart about the way that you are trading. Alrighty, guys. So let's actually bring this up through here. So one thing I want to talk about today, guys, is obviously I want to cover there's a lot more selling happening in silver and gold right now. So it's really interesting to see what's going on there. I just want to make sure, guys, that you guys can see everything on your end as well. So that's what we want to be doing there. Also, guys, before I do start, if you're interested in joining my coaching program where you get access to my strategy and get me as your weekly coach for the rest of this year, then first link in the description, click on that, and then that'll take you to an application page. Because I've just had one spot open up. It's still open up right now. So if you're interested in taking that one spot that I've got, you can apply for that and we can talk. Let's actually get straight into the into the markets right now. So the first thing that I do notice, guys, and the first thing that I am seeing with these, let me actually make sure that you guys can see this here. Yes, you can. Cool. All right. So the first thing, I'll obviously with the stock market itself, there's not really much going on there right now. Okay, we had a nice drop and then we had a nice rally up as well too. So still nothing really going on with the stock market. We're just pausing here for a while. And as I've been saying for the last few sessions is that we'd like to get a pause or reverse in the market here. A pause simply means it could just be going sideways and not much going on there. Now, remember the market is like an energy source, okay? If you think about the market as an energy source, if the market is using a lot of energy, meaning it's moving in a direction, then that there is going to cause you to, if the market's moving in that direction, right? It's going to use a lot of fuel, as an example. And so when the market's using a lot of fuel, what does that mean? Or if the market's going down a lot, means it's using fuel. Or if it's going up in a direction, it's using fuel. When the market's going sideways, it's re-energizing, reusing fuel. So right now we're just sort of just going sideways through here in the markets. Really not much going on with the indices right now. Just a slow. And you would expect something like that to happen, soon because of what's going on. There's and that's basically what's happening right now, is that the market is definitely just going sideways, and there's really not much going on through there. So that's with the stock market there. And again, guys, you would expect the market to have some sort of a pullback or a sideways phase, because we've just been using so much fuel as an example of going up here, that a pullback or a sideways phase is like happening. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to start a crash from now, or forget the word crash. It doesn't mean we're going to start to see a pullback in the stock market right now. All right. All that simply means is that where we're at right now is what's going on right now. So, so that's basically what we're seeing there right now with the indices here. Now, let's actually go back on to silver and gold. Okay. So silver and gold right now are definitely having a little bit of a pause, a little bit of reversal through here. As you can see, we haven't changed trend yet, but we're definitely changing momentum. Momentum is definitely shifting on the up. It's definitely starting to slow right now on this here, and we're starting to get a bit of a pullback. So it's not a change in trend yet, but with this silver chart here, this gold chart, we're definitely getting a pullback, but it's definitely not a change in trend yet. We still could overall just go sideways here for a while and then continue up. because remember, we have been going up for quite some time on gold. So a little pullback, sideways movement, that's actually, you can actually expect something like that. And how you gauge momentum on the swings, guys, is that you just use the Fibonacci tools. So if you use a Fibonacci tool, you go from the low through to the high. You can see here this was less than 50% retracement. Then you want to go to the next low, to the next high. You can see that was actually 50% retracement. Then you want to go to this low, and you want to go to this high. And as you can see, we're breaking past now the 60% retracement, which means that the momentum of this stair stepping is now slowing. Is now slowing down, and that's what's happening. It doesn't mean we're changing trend, because we can just go sideways here for a while. But a pullback is definitely ensue. I really thought that we would actually continue up from here to hit that, at least hit this resistance level here. But we're just getting a bit of a pullback right now in the metals there. And the same with silver as well too, right? We definitely have rejected that level there. It's actually 3 times rejection, and now we're coming down through here. So as I said before, this double top formation through here, okay? There's 1 top and then 2 top, and this level through here. If the market breaks this level through here, the silver and gold basically break this level, then we're probably going to head back down towards, probably down towards this support level down here around the $15 level. Probably a bit lower than that. But that's where probably silver's probably going to drop down to if we break this double top, because it is sort of an end of trend type of thing. And we are definitely in this nice, strong trending on that silver there. So we definitely didn't break past the 1625 level. So we are definitely holding resistance here. And it doesn't mean it's going to break this level here, guys. But if we do get a bit more follow through, then the target will be at least that $15 level if we do break this past this level through here. But we are definitely starting to slow as well too on that there. So let's have a look at the SIL. And SIL, you can see how SIL is also starting to slow momentum as well too. Let me erase everything off the screen here. So we are getting a low, a higher low, and we are definitely starting to get a bit of a pullback through here. We haven't changed trend yet, so we're still getting very nice strong momentum here. But once again, this weekly chart that we're seeing through here, you can see definitely that the reason, easy Tiger, we can see that we definitely have this level coming down through here, which is a big, strong resistance line. And that's where the market's having a lot of problems through there on that SIL there as well too. I really thought that once we actually break up through here, we get a bit of follow through, but it just paused, and then it started to reverse as well too. Onto the SILJ. Same thing as well too. I really thought we'd have a nice movement up, but it's just failed, completely failed. And once again, you can see here by the failure, so level 2. So we are definitely still in a nice upward trend, but we're definitely having this long-term weekly chart resistance coming into play and rejecting it all the way through there as well too. Moving on through to the GDXJ, and once again we're getting a bit of a lot of a slowing momentum. We've got a high, higher low, but we're definitely getting a much more of a stronger pullback right now. We definitely have this area here of significant resistance on this GDX chart through here, and this is where it's actually had a lot of problems actually breaking past, as you can see. So that's where it actually ran up through there, and then now we're getting some sort of a pullback. So you can see this recent resistance through here on that there. So we're getting a bit of a pullback. Now, the thing that I'm noticing with the GDXJ and the GDX, now this is the GDXJ and the GDX chart I'm looking at right now, or the GDX chart. The one thing I'm looking at here, guys, is that this analysis does not apply to the individual gold stocks. Okay, you must do your analysis based on those individual gold stocks. So, but what I'm looking at here is that we had a much more higher, we had a pretty much an equal high compared to the last high on this weekly chart over here. Let me minimize this. So this weekly chart over here, so we had this weekly chart, significant resistance through here. Now we're getting a pullback. So the gold chart is a lot stronger. So we could actually get some sort of a retracement, but the retracement could actually be, say, 50% of this entire move. And we're getting, and there's a lot of significant sort of support and resistance through there as well too, as you can see, right? So high, lower high, equal support and resistance through there. And that's basically what we're seeing through there. Okay. That's basically what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of resistance. And then where it is right now, this $34 level through here. So what I'm trying to say there is that the gold indexes, GDX and GDX, the GDX and GDXJ are so much more stronger than the silver miners. The silver miners still have a lot stronger moving down. But as you can see, right, when we're looking at using the trend lines on this, on basically on these charts through here, you can see what's going on, right? You can see how this level through here, resistance, has now found support through here and now bouncing back up. So the overall tune of these gold stocks is actually a lot more the GDX and GDXJ. This has nothing to do with the individual gold stocks, okay? Because remember, the individual gold stocks run on basically their individual patterns. So if you think that we're very bullish on the GDXJ or the GDX, don't go buy some Newcrest Mining or something like that. You know what I mean? And the same for the GDXJ as well too, right? We actually had this high point through here. And we can see that if I just delete that, and I just delete that we actually have this level through here, okay? And so that's what's happening through there. We are getting some strong signs, but we are definitely holding through here. I really thought, there we go. I really thought that would actually break up when we run towards 25 level, but it failed. It failed. Now I actually personally had I'll talk about that in just a minute. So what's happening right now is the GDX chart is the same thing as well too, right? It's holding there, but notice how we got a rally back up to the recent high through here on the weekly chart. That's a very strong sign. So any sort of pullback through here on these charts is probably likely to be short-lived. On the GDX and GDXJ, only because we've got a much more stronger, stronger rally on those weekly charts there. So there's a bit of a recap, guys, of what's happening right now on the silver and gold stocks. Let's have a quick look to see what are the big what's the big bakers and shakers this today. The bakers and shakers have been HP. HP got a big drop down through 17%. But notice this here, right? This is where the weekly chart really comes into it, right, guys? Look at this here. If you look over here, right, we had what? We had the market ran down through here, right? Ran down. What is this here? This is a significant lower low compared to there's a lot of those through here, right? Even this low through here. It ran up. So even though we had this big strong rally through here, did the overall trend change? No. Why? Because the last high was up here, wasn't it? That was the high, and then a lower high, and then the market sold off. So the overall weekly chart was giving you some sort of guidance through there. Moving on to BKNG, what's happening through here? Once again, we had this major significant lower low. It actually ran up, made an equal high, and now we're getting a bit of a sell-off as well too. So it's really interesting to see that through there. That's on the downside. Let's go look at see what some of the biggest movers and shakers on the upside. So Monster Inc had a nice move up from there. You can see here, right, high, lower high, came down, found a bit of an equal bottom, and now we're gapping back up again as well too. So it looks like this actually may want to continue to possibly even run towards this up level through here. UHS is something that's there as well too. Let me actually bring over to the high cap 1000 here. Let's see if we've got anything else through there. Monster Inc, WBC. All right, let's go to the downside. All right, so WES had just got hammered as well too. West Gas Partners. All right, so we've got this one here as well. No, nothing through there. SYNH as well. That also got hammered as well too. It actually gapped down and then it rallied back up. Pretty much an ugly chart. So the thing is, guys, is that whenever I'm analyzing a chart, whenever I'm trading the chart, I must have a very, very, very clear, crystal clean setup. And all these charts here have just been absolutely ugly as hell. So nothing through there, and HPQ as well too. So that's the thing, guys. And sometimes, and when I'm trading, guys, man, I'm seeing 333 everywhere today. What the hell's with those numbers? I woke up at 333. I saw 333 on the treadmill this morning. I saw the time at 333. that on the recording on the live stream, and now I'm seeing 333 again. Man, I'm seeing 333 everywhere today. Apparently the spiritual number says I'm on the right track. All right. So as you can see, right, that whenever you're trading, there's some stocks you look at, you're like, man, I have no idea what's going on with this thing. Next. That's all you have to say is next. So there's a bit of an update, guys, on what's happening right now, and what's going on right now. There we go. There's that 333 again. I'm seeing it everywhere. All right. Let me just go. Let's go answer some questions now, guys. Once again, guys, if you'd like to join my personal private coaching program, where you get access to my strategy and also weekly coaching for the rest of this year, then I have a private coaching program that was closed, but I've just had one spot just open up. First link in the description. If you want to apply for that, you can. I'll speak to you on the phone and we'll see if we're a good fit or not. Let's actually go through some questions here. Once again, guys, thank you for clicking the like button. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for leaving comments, and thank you for subscribing as well too. Let me go through some Q&A right now. Gold, silver, and S&P broke support today. No, S&P didn't break support. S&P over here, if you're looking at the short term, there is like major support levels probably down through here somewhere. So it's just had a little sideways day there, Gregory. Nothing happened. Nothing really going on there. Silver and gold didn't break support. Support is actually down here at that 1300 level, and same with silver as well. Silver is actually at that support level there as well too. So it really hasn't broken. It definitely broke support on a more of a vertical trend line. Yeah, something like this here. So we definitely broke that, which is definitely showing slowing of momentum, and the same for this one here. That's what you're probably looking at right there. So this is this is the gold chart. Yeah, it definitely has broken this level through here, as you can see, right? And then now, yeah, and then now we are rejecting that. Man, what a day. Boring as hell, Jesse B. Can you explain how you think this is a bull market or not a bear market rally? Well, boring day was because you can't expect the market. If the market's been moving in a direction for quite some time, I was saying before, then the market's going to go quiet there. Sometimes the market is going to go quiet. You said that. Why you think this is a bull market? I don't think this is a bull market or bear market right now. There is no bull or bear market. It's just sideways. So it's definitely not a bear market rally because we've made such a strong rally up. So it's definitely not a classic. A bear market rally would be, well, it's just call it just what it is, a pullback, right? And that's what it is there. Gold and silver is going down pretty hard lately. Hit the resistance and really traded. Don't invest in gold because you think you. Jesse, are you listening to yourself, my man? Are you listening to yourself? Really? Really? LBMA options expire over this month. A lot of pressure tomorrow. Monday is a new week. Economic data continues to be negative through, so I believe the markets are fake and we are headed for a recession. So hang on a minute, Jesse. So 1 minute you say, don't invest in gold because you think it will go up. And then the next minute you say, well, we're headed for a recession because the numbers are weak. The thing is that just because the numbers are weak doesn't mean the stock market's going to go down right now. It may be another 6 months before it actually starts to eventually really start to stair step down. It may be another year. Like we could keep going up, right? Look at Tesla as an example. Tesla has been one of the most shorted companies on the planet. And it just stays sideways. It doesn't go down. So don't be taking this thing from Jesse B, you got to stop thinking because of this is going to happen. And this is one of the biggest mistakes, guys, okay? This is one of the biggest mistakes that people are making. Like Jesse B, you know, he went short on oil just recently because Donald Trump said it's weak. Oh, it's surely going to go down, and then it went up. So many people say, well, the thing is that there's a correlation between the dollar and silver and gold, and so therefore, if the dollar's going to drop, then silver and gold's going to go. Silver and gold's going to go up, and if the dollar's going to go up, then silver and gold's going to go down. There's an inverse there. So if the dollar looks very bullish, then I'm going to go short gold and silver, which is totally hogwash, because if you look at the dollar has actually been very, very, very strong for basically since 2018. And if you look at gold and silver, we've actually been very, very, very strong since the middle of, well, basically the start of this year. Actually, no, my bad. Since the middle of last year. So they've actually been overall going up individually. So guys, do not be getting into something because you believe something to be true. With gold, if the dollar's weak, that means it's going to be bullish for silver and gold. Who knows? Who knows? Very, very, very. There you go, Drew. You're deleting those messages again, man. Come on now. Drew does that all the time. Why, Drew? You put a message, delete it. And you type another message and delete it. How you feel about owning physical silver? If you want to do that, it's totally your preferences. Master Trader Lab is great course. I've stopped trading for now to focus on reading the charts and developing a trading strategy. Fantastic checkout setup from a breakout last June. I'm not sure what your setup is there, Frank, so I'm not sure. CORV. Last June. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I actually traded this. So you can see I've got arrows on here. So I actually traded this here. So you can see the arrows here. So yeah, that actually was a trade for me that I traded. So you can see the arrows on there. Got in there, and then 2 days later got out. John, do you track the number of contracts sold by bankers? No. Who cares about that? Because there could be equal amount of people or more people buying at the exact same time. Always own physical silver and gold. Okay. Also, how is Kronos ticker so inflated? It's a huge bubble. Kron, they're a financial garbage in comparison to ACB being the most undervalued. Jesse B, my man, there you go again, right? Yeah, ACB. What happened with your ACB today? Nothing. So 1 minute you're saying don't be getting into something because you think it's a good idea, and now you're trying to find something to support your evidence of staying in ACB. Do you realize what you're doing here? You're starting to look for evidence, the reason why you should be staying in this ACB stock. You realize that, right? Just because it's undervalued doesn't mean it can't keep going down. You realize that, right? I hope you do. Just because Warren Buffett buys a particular stock doesn't mean it's going to go up. Very soon, the Federal Reserve announced QE and cut rates. Gold will take off like a rocket. Well, that's what may happen, Rav. That may happen. You don't know definitely for sure. No one knows. Sup, John? Take a look at HIV and tell me what you think. HIVE. HIVE. Very big bull market. Very, very, very. Oh, it's a very big sort of bull run. And there's nothing to think about it. You definitely don't want to be buying here right now. Why? Because if you understand how the markets work, is that they go for a run. Let's do this here. They go for a run, and then they have a pullback. And then they go for a run, and then they have a pullback. And then they go for a run, and then they have a pullback. So this has gone for a run already. What are we expecting soon? Some sort of a pullback or a sideways movement for a while. So that's how the markets work. And this is where a lot of people get in trouble. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. I gotta get in, gotta get in, gotta get in. And they get in right at the very top, and the market traces. Market's against me. No, it's just how the markets work. They don't always go straight up. And because it's been going up vertically for quite some time, you know, it may keep going up a little bit more, but because it's done so much price in a short period of time, time needs to catch up, i.e. a sideways movement for a while or a pullback. And then it may continue this upward trend. That's what I think about that. Half of 66, that's my number. Yeah, I'm seeing 333 everywhere today, guys. I really am. And I looked it up. It's like, you're on the right track. I'm like, cool. I fucking need it right now too. In my personal life. Anyway, 180 of 866 is good news. Okay, cool. It's a bear market until it takes out the October highs. No, it's not a bear market right now. A bear market constitutes of market making lower highs and lower lows. That's what a bear market is. A bear market is not where it makes a complete massive V bottom through here. Where the market, a bear market should have been, it's just, you know, a classical bear market. A downtrend bear market means lower highs and lower lows. We're not getting that right now. Actually, Dow Jones is equal highs to compare to the last high. Same for the S&P. So no, definitely not a bear market. Bear market is a downtrend. Downtrends consist of lower highs and lower lows. Right now, we're still stuck in this sideways phase. There's no clear trend. Sideways, guys. Not bullish, not bearish. What are your thoughts on Powell's testimonial? I don't think anything, Amazon. I don't think anything. Because what he says today may or may not affect the markets today or tomorrow, or whatever. Who cares? You never know that. John, please advise Jesse B not to short Cron. He'll most likely do it anyway. Yeah, I know, Tony. He actually he's been listening to me for quite some time, even though he's still doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result. And that's what he's just going to keep doing. He's not going to learn. And you know, come the end of this year, and he's just going to say, "Man, I just had a fucked up year again because of it." But you know, the thing is, Tony, is that 1 minute Jesse B saying don't get into something because you think it's a good idea, and then he just goes completely opposite to the trade that he's in because he thinks it's a good idea to stay in a stock or get in a stock because of something. Oh well. That's even myself, guys. I'm telling you that sometimes that's where, like, for me, guys, and I understand, like, that's why I need a coach as well too, because sometimes I can't see that I'm doing the same thing over and over again. And by having a coach there, he really helps me. John, do you still have a spot available? I just got in 10 minutes ago and don't know if you announced it yet. Yes, John, yes. If you click on that link in the description below, go fill out the application form. And then I'll speak to you, John, and then we'll see if we're a good fit for the weekly coaching, private weekly coaching and stuff like that as well too. So go fill out that. I've only got one spot. It was closed this week, but something's happened just recently to one in particular, my private members. I'm not going to get into it, but now that's opened up. So I've only got one spot that's just opened up just recently. So very first thing in the description, click on that, fill out the application form, and I'll be happy to speak to you. Can you see my post? It told me it was too long. Lol. No, I cannot see your post, Christy. No, it was too long. It was too long. I can coach you on your personal life, mate. Oh, I already have my coaches there, but I'm expensive. Fantastic. You're probably worth it as well too. You're probably worth it as well too. So I believe in charging what you're worth. But I already have a lot of coaches in my personal life, guys. Personal and professional life. I have coaches for everything. I have coaches for, you know, for personal stuff, and I have coaches for my trading as well too, and business and stuff like that. Roger that. I'll take a look. No problem, Jane. John? John, I know you don't think so, but it is a bear market. You will see we are going lower. But that's what you think, Rav. You're still thinking that. What is the chart telling you? Are we clearly making lower highs? Yes or no? There's black and white answer. If the answer is no, then we're not in a bear market. It's sideways. And it's not about me being right, Rav. Read the charts. What are the charts saying? Not me. Stop trying to be right. Stop trying to think that, and I know, Rav, I know the reason why you're saying this because you've got a short position on right now and you're trying to find any evidence to say you are right and everyone else is wrong or the charts are wrong or something else is wrong. Stop throwing your opinion at the markets and listen to the markets. The market is not clearly making lower highs on the daily chart or even on the on the weekly. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because on the weekly, what do we have here? This is the last significant high here on the weekly, and we actually just made this high through here. We actually just made this high through here. So it's not it's so important, Rav, that you throw your opinion out of trying to be right and wrong with the markets. Again, Rav, throw your opinion out of the markets. You're saying it's going to be. You don't know that. This thing could just go sideways for a while, or it could just keep going up. You don't know that. Stop thinking that you know what's going to happen and stop trying to form your opinion on what you think is going to happen and take a trade based on a proven setup and not based on what you think is going to happen and I'm wrong and you're right and all this sort of stuff. It's not about being right and wrong, my man. It really isn't. It's about what the market is telling you. And right now, the market is telling us that we had a big drop down and a big drop back up. That is not a bear market. That is not a downtrend. It's a sideways market. And we have just as much of a chance of going sideways and then breaking to new heights. So get out of your ego. Stop trying to be right because you trying to be right with this market has no place at all. And you're going to get run over. And I know the reason why you've been doing this, Rav, because I know, once again, you have a short position on and you're looking for any evidence to say that you were right. It's not about being right and wrong. It's about just trading. At the end of the day, it's about trading a trading setup that you can consistently do well with. I got into NVAX a few days ago, $1.09. It was up. It crashed to 55 cents overnight. I had a stop loss in place, but because it was after hours, it didn't work. I don't know if I should sell or hold on now. Okay, so it sounds like NVAX. NVAX. Well, the thing is, you got to ask yourself is what was the thing is this, okay? Why did it drop so much? It's like the 13th. Oh, okay. The thing is this, is that why did you get into this stock in the very first place? Was it because you just thought it was a good idea? Like, oh, well, this stock looks pretty good and I've heard some good things about it, so let me buy it. Because if you're looking at this, I don't know why you would want to be buying this and holding on through here. So you said you bought it at, oh, geez, $1.99. Okay. Well, and this is where reading the charts is so important, because if you're buying it at $1.99, you can see the reason why we actually had a lot of problems where we were. I mean, firstly, you can see that we're in a big sideways market through here. But look at this here. You can see how this level through here on that weekly chart. So if I squeeze it up a little bit more, you can see how that level through here was indeed a major significant resistance. So by you trading this market here and you getting into this particular stock, you're running into a major area of resistance that happened back at the start of last year. So if you are getting into this stock and you're trying to see if it was going to break up, then that's a very low probability sort of trade, because we're running into major areas of that weekly resistance there. So I can't tell you what to do, hold or sell. But what I can say is that even if I was in a trade and I saw that resistance there, if it didn't break, I'd be out really, really quickly. And like most times, that those strong resistance levels have definitely a strong effect on it. Jesse B, my man, Jesse B. How do we invest in a sideways market? It's like flipping a damn coin. Pretty simple, Jesse. Pretty simple. You have a trading setup, like you've heard me say 1,000 times. You have a trading setup that you trade and you wait for that trading setup. Simple as that. Simple as that. And just because the indices are doing something doesn't mean that the stocks are doing the same thing. They're not. Your problem is, Jesse, is that you are getting flipped out all other places because you're over trading, you're emotionally trading, you're long oil, you're short oil, you're out of this, you're trying to buy the bottoms, you're all over the place, my friend, and you have yourself to blame. One day you'll learn. It took me a while as well too. I did the same thing, Jesse, so I'm not going to sit here and have a go at you, but it took me a while to figure out that, man, I'm just spinning my wheels here. So that's how you invest in a sideways market, is that you simply have a trading setup and you simply wait for it. Stop thinking, Jesse B, that you have to be in the market every single day, because that's the thing that's destroying you. Sometimes I don't have a trade for a whole month. That's okay. If there's not a trade setup that I trade every single time, then there's not a trade setup that I trade every single time. And so therefore I don't do anything until I don't what's the word? Yeah, I won't do anything until I have my trading setup. Simple as that. Yeah, but the market crashing makes all stocks slump, pretty much. Market crashing? How's the market crashing right now? Oh, sorry, John. John, will your mentorship help with understanding options volatility? Well, the thing is, John, is that my mentorship teaches you exactly what to focus on for you to become a good trader. That's what I teach you. I teach you exactly what to focus on and nothing else so you can start to move forward. And yes, I do trade options. So I teach you what options to buy. But the most important part is I teach you exactly what to focus on and how to move forward for the rest of your life to become a really good trader. I'm always scratching my head figuring out why my stock pick keeps going up, but the prices of my option doesn't. Well, you're probably picking the wrong option there, by the way. But guys, here's the thing about options, okay? Here's the thing about options. I don't care. I don't care how much you know about options. I don't care how much you know about all the different things that make an option. If you're buying an option and you don't get the direction right, doesn't matter what option you buy, you're going to lose money. Simples. So the foundations to making money in an option, if you're buying an option, is to have a really good trading strategy that's going to give you a really good chance of that stock moving in that direction, and then knowing what option to buy as well too. Right? That's the foundation, guys. It all comes back down to the market. It's not the Forex market. It's not the futures market. It's not the 2-minute chart. It's not options. It's not CFDs. It's not leveraged instruments that's going to do well for you. It's your ability to be able to have a trading setup that you know more times than not, it's going to run on for profits, and then knowing how to handle that. So when I'm trading stocks, yes, I use options, but I know exactly what option to buy as well too. So it's you could spend the next 6 months understanding everything you need to know about options, and it's going to be a complete waste of time, because if you buy a stock that you buy a call option, the market goes down, you're going to lose money, regardless of what you think about the markets. But John, you don't understand, because you're going to maximize your profits, when you know all this stuff about options. So what the use is maximizing profits when you're getting into the markets and you're losing 8 times out of 10, and the 2 times you're making money, it's like small profits. Focus most of your time on understanding or developing a trading strategy, which means a chart pattern and a trading setup that you look for, and you only trade that, and then start to apply that. See, when I'm trading the markets, guys, When I'm trading the daily chart or the 2-minute chart or the 5-minute chart across all these markets, I'm looking for the exact same thing. I have a high probability trading setup, and then I just simply trade it. So put it this way, guys. I've been trading options now for 15 years. I started trading options as soon as I started trading. So I've been trading options the longest. And I've done really, really well from options. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know at least half the things that make an option. I don't need to know. You're wasting your time knowing all this sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, it's not going to make you or break as a trader. What's going to make you or break as a trader is your consistency, discipline, and patience at trading one setup and waiting for that one setup as long as you have to, and taking that one setup. Yes, you need to buy the right option. And I talk about that, but yeah. I'm just saying it if it does. Right now it's up or down. No point investing in anything right now, really. Oh, Jesse B. Oh, look at you, my man. Look at you. Look at you, my friend. You are you are so emotionally trading. At 3 days ago, you were the king. Your ego was all over the place, my man. Like, look at me. This is what's going to happen. Donald Trump said this is what's going to happen. And 2 days later, you're like, oh, well, there's just nothing really good to invest in, because you're still doing the same shit over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And it's not going to help you, my friend, because you're still doing the same shit over and over and over again and expecting a different result. You are not spending your time working on or investing in someone that you believe in them, that can show you a strategy, and then trading that strategy 100%. You're still getting into this trade. You're still getting into this trade here because you think it's a bottom, or you get into this trade because you think Trump said this, or you get into this trade because this is undervalued. It's all over the place. There is no consistency. And when you have no consistency, all right, when you have no consistency with your trading, you're not going to get consistent results. Trump did crash oil a bit. His tweet made it dip. Or whatever. Jesse B, it's time for you to start to man up, my friend, and start to own what you're doing. And I'm being honest with you here, my friend. You've been listening to me quite some time right now. There is no consistency with your trading. So therefore, you're not going to get any consistency with your trading. You want to make consistent profits long-term? Be consistent. And you're not. You're getting in one because there's a bottom, or it's a top, or Trump said this, or this is undervalued. You're all over the shop. And then after a while, after a few days of things not working out for you, it's like, oh, there's I shouldn't be in the market at all because of da. And you think you need to be involved with everything. I know you are, Jesse, because you're hoping. Never trade based on what you think, hope, or fear, because you're hoping it's going to break that resistance level and you're going to be right. Here you are trying to be right with the market. And if it goes down, oh man, I knew I shouldn't have held on to that, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I'm telling you right now, it's so important. It's so important that you spend your time, at least a good 2 or 3 months, on either developing or investing in someone. Investing in someone that has a strategy, and then have them as your coach to help you only trade that trading strategy. Because just like what Jesse B doing, it looks like a bull flag to me. Just because there's a bull flag, Jesse B, doesn't mean it's going to break to the upside. Well, Jesse, you are all over the place, my friend. You need to sell everything right now And you need to stop trading. And you need to spend the next few months working on a trading strategy that you only stick to. Otherwise, it's going to be another year where you say, fuck. I've been there. So how do you ever make a trade? Jesse B, you've been listening to me for how long? Simples. I have my trading setup. I have my entry candle or entry bar, same thing. And once my trading setup appears on the charts and all my rules are met, I take the trade. Pretty simple. You're still thinking that because the market's moving, you've got to get in here, get out here, and go. You're still all over the place. No, you don't need faster internet then. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has nothing to do with anything. It has everything to do with you, Jesse. Start taking responsibility for your own damn actions. I tell you what, Jesse, if I was right there, I'd slap you across the head and say, wake up to yourself. Take responsibility. I heard that if you think the market is going down, then you will only attract stocks that are going down. Law of attraction. Really? I heard that if you think the market is going to go down, you will only attract stocks that are going down. If you think the market's going down, you will short something that just keeps going up. All the time. Well, Jesse B, you just got to start listening to me, man. You don't listen to me and you just keep doing what you want to do and you keep doing the same shit over and over again and you're not going to get ahead. You need to stop and slow down. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for attending today, guys. As I said before, I do have one spot. It doesn't matter. Jesse B, you said I'm playing with 10K right now, holding lots more till I learn. Jesse B, I don't care if you have 100 grand. I don't care if you have 100 grand, Jesse B. If you're a shit trader, which you are right now because you're getting in and you're all over the shop and there's no consistency to your trading, you're going to keep going backwards. You need to stop and slow down and spend the next 2 or 3 months working on or investing with someone that has a trading strategy, have them teach you that and also coach you all the time. And then that's how you start to grow. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, the simple facts is this. You can take a really good trader with a $5,000 trading account and in 5 years' time, he's a 7-figure trader. You can take a really shit trader and have a $100,000 trading account and blow that up in 2 months. It's not the size of the account that matter. It's the consistency, discipline, and patience across your trading, and that's how it's going to make this. So, anyway, guys, if you'd like to take that last spot for the coaching, links are in the description. Or if you want a coaching call from me or something like that as well too, then all the links are in the description. So, all right, guys, thanks for that, and I will talk to you guys next time.